Hello guys, today we have a movie, coming soon, which is a 2008 Thai horror film, starring Worrakarn Rotjanawatchra, Oraphan Arjsamat, Sakulrath Thomas, and Chantavit Dhanasevi. The film is the directorial debut for Sophon Sakdapisit, who was the co-writer of the films Shutter 2004 and Alone 2007. Coming soon tells the story of Shane, a young man who works at a movie theater that will soon be showing a new film called Vengeful Spirit, about a disturbed, evil woman named Shaba who lost her children and tries to replace them by stealing little children from the nearby village and later gouging out the eyes of the stolen children. She is then later caught by the villagers because of the noise from her house and was confronted and later hanged to death by the enraged villagers. The first proof about the movie that it's cursed is shown by the off-screen death of the woman, who is also helping in making of the movie. She's killed after she watches the hanging to the death scene of Shaba. Shane, who is in need of extra money to make up to his girlfriend, Shom, now ex-girlfriend, as she broke up with him because Shane had hurt her while he was on drugs and also broke her watch. Now Shane wants that extra money to get that watch back, and seeing no way to find money he agrees in helping his friend in pirating the movies. Shane puts on the movie, while his friend is in the hall watching the movie and recording it with a video camera. Later Shane finds out that his friend is no longer at the hall and so he goes looking for him where he finds only the camera, and the camera had the video of his friend being attacked by a ghostly figure. Now Shane had also already watched the movie, so he now is also being haunted by the ghost. Ignoring all the paranormal events, he goes back to complete the pirating work and he then decides to call his friend again, and this time hears the phone ringing and then discovers that his friend was now among the dead people in the movie and his phone was ringing from inside the movie. Shane gets caught by Shom pirating the movies after she watches the video camera, and then Shom explains her everything that had happened and is happening by Shom doesn't believe him as she thinks he's still on drugs and leaves. Later Shane starts experiencing more and more paranormal activities and he is very scared by it, which is also noticed by his angry girlfriend from his weird behavior. Shane then is haunted again by the ghosts after he finally is able to buy back his girlfriend's watch and he runs to the lift but then is trapped in the lift with the ghost. Due to these continuous hauntings, Shane finally can't take it anymore and faints in the lift, and he is now taken back to his home and is taken care by his girlfriend, who now believes too that something is not right, after she had researched about Chaba from the internet, and decides to help Shane. Shane talks to Shom about everything that had happened and both of them decide to help each other, and he also asks for her forgiveness and seems like he is actually forgiven. They later plan together to burn the body of Shaba. As in most movies, people burn bodies to free the dead soul to bring the lost soul some peace. They decide to do the same and go to visit the village the next day. In the village they go to Shaba's old house where Shane almost gets tricked by the ghost in the form of his girlfriend but then is saved by his real girlfriend. He is then taken to the hospital where he shows Shom that he had broken the watch, again, that he had bought for her, and this time he won't be able to buy her back the watch. This is the scene in the movie where I actually felt bad for this guy. Poor guy, man, had to go through so much shit. They then discover from the doctor that Chaba is not actually dead and she was taken to the mental hospital and she is still alive. Now his girlfriend is worried if Shane had lied to her and he is just still on drugs and imagining all these events. Shane then looks at the movie poster and realizes that it's not actually Chaba that's haunting him. Instead it's actually the actress of the movie in the poster, who is hanged. Shane and Shom then both visit the director's house to find more information about the actress of the movie and find out that the house had been closed for weeks. And now you guys may have already guessed that the people of the house are most probably already dead. Shane and Shom enter the house and they find out from a video footage that the scene where the actress was going to be hanged to show Chaba's death, she had actually lost her life due to a technical failure and she was hanged to death while all the others in the set thought that she was doing a great and fantastic acting. Shane then leaves Shom and goes to take care of the situation on his own. He plans to burn all the reels, but when he reaches the theater he is seen by the people who had given the work of pirating movies to Shane and his friend, and as they were unable to deliver the pirated movies, they were now after Shane to get their money. Shane immediately runs and enters the room of the reels and burns the movie reels, but he realizes that he fails, as whenever he got out of the room after burning the reels, he was automatically taken back in time, to the moment where he was being chased by the goons, and it continued happening again and again till Shane finally gets annoyed and punches the crap out of the goon, and then the ghost appears and chases him. Alas, Shane gets tricked by the ghost again in the form of his girlfriend. This time his real girlfriend is late and she watches Shane following someone else. Shane gets tricked to enter the movie world. Shane follows them into the hall where she finds out that Shane is already in the movie and his eyes are gouged out in front of her, while she lay there helpless, crying seeing her future partner die. In the last scene we see that the movie is finally released and it is also revealed that now Shane is also among the dead people in the movie with eyes gouged out. Thank you guys and have a good day.